Hey guys, alright. Young Justice. Yeah, Young Justice. Um Episode 39 or 13 for the second season. Um this episode was really good, but also kind of on a sad note too in my opinion. Um the episode is called The Fix. And let's just see how it was. Let's give you a little synopsis. As always, like I said before, I'll always leave a link in the description. So if you missed the episode, you can watch it for yourself. So basically, we all know what happened to Calder. The date, of course, is April 9th. And it's pretty much the role Artemis is struggling internally with her role as a double agent. Pretty much she's struggling with being a double agent, being Tigress and things like that. So that's always, you can see the struggle that she's going through, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. She's talking about how she was perfectly happy kind of being with Wally and having a normal life, but when Dick called her, she jumped right at it to join up. And then you got Simon, who is getting ready to pretty much enter Calder's mind and pretty much fix the damage that McGann did to him, and Artemis pretty much attacks him because she can't really, she doesn't want him to do it. And kind of when she attacks him with like a little dart, and he's pretty much is about to have it like a drug-induced catatonic state. Pretty much, Simon, before he passes out, he discovers who Tigress really is, but he passes out. Black Manta sees it, and Tigress, aka Artemis, tells him he just flipped out. He attacked me, and so Black Manta says, "Okay, you're gonna go out and bring me the Martian, but you're not gonna go alone." And when he moves aside, you see Deathstroke. So once again, we see some more eternal struggle, with Artemis. She's like, perfect. And then she says in her head, oh, perfect. So, and that was in. So meanwhile, back at Star Labs, they're watching this commercial with the Reach kind of showing off that soda drink or whatever that is under LexCorp. And then the Green Beetle forms a mind link with Miss Martian, who she's really reluctant to do it, and just to make sure that he's really who he says he's on the up and up, he's an ally and things like that. Green Beetle also reveals that the juice that the Reach created is actually contains chemicals that will eventually make the Earth population addictive and make them, pretty much incapable of revolting against the Reach, as well as putting tracers in people to seek out the metagene in a sense. So afterwards, pretty much after they wrap up that situation, Lagoon Boy, pretty much confronts McGann about her behavior and things like that, and he's asking like, what's wrong, Angel Fist? Why are you, especially, can we talk? And she's like, nothing's wrong. Sure, you want to talk? Let's go to my uncle John's house in Chicago. And so they enter through, the portals and stuff, and they get through. I think it's like a garage or junkyard. That's how they get there, and pretty much that's when he starts really confronting McGann about Connor and everything like that. And all of a sudden, their conversation gets cut off by Deathstroke. Now, still, to me, guys, it's gonna be really hard for me to get used to seeing Deathstroke that kind of skinny. Deathstroke has always been a very well built guy, as well as him looking a lot like Deadpool, and as well with that ponytail. That's gonna also be a little hard for me to swallow for a while, but I'll get over it, no problem. But they attack, and Artemis is attacking Megan, and Megan mind bends with Artemis, and she's like, Artemis, is that you? Why are you attacking me? And Artemis tells him, we got to take you out, but you got to make it look good. Lagoon Boy pretty much gets overwhelmed by Deathstroke, and he calls for backup, and Robin and Connor get there. However, he gets knocked out by Deathstroke. They take McGann and put him back on board, take him back to Black Mana's ship. Black Mana tells McGann, there's a collar around your neck that's keeping your powers in check, but we will release so you can fix my son. You know, it's like a collar. It's kind of like the collars from, like, remember in X-Men, kind of like that. So she can use her telepathic abilities and fix his mind and things like that. And if she doesn't, Deathstroke is watching, and he'll basically blow her head off or something like that. And then pretty much, finally, guys, we get kind of what we probably all been waiting for in the hospital. Nightwing tells Lagoon Boy and Superboy the truth about Artemis and and Aqualad, pretty much, that they're not bad guys. They're double agents, everything like that. And Lagoon's taking it harder, but then basically, surprisingly, Superboy is like on his side, like, Nightwing's our leader, we supposed to. But once they leave Lagoon Boy's room, that's when Superboy pretty confronts Nightwing, and basic private is like, you're basically scolding him on the ramifications of secrets and stuff like that. So we kind of got a little bit of like, okay, he finally revealed it. So back on the ship, pretty much, Artemis and McGann are inside Calder's mind, and you see his mind is all jumbled, like with ruins of Atlantis. Like some of his defenses are like Tula and everything like that. And Calder's there and still talking in Atlantean, so they can't really understand her. Artemis, her Atlantean is really kind of hard, like really. She can't really remember a lot of the phrases, but she comes to realize, she says a phrase that means together we're going to help, and pretty much they start going to work on helping. And it's going to take a while, but he is doing it. But still, it's showcased after McGann finishes doing what she needs to do to Calder. She is pretty much, their orders are to kill her no matter what. So once again, all's not looking well. The episode pretty much ends where pretty much Jaime, pretty much still with the prophecy looming over his head, convinces the Green Beetle to modify the Scarab, to pretty much get the voices of the Scarab out of his head, silence them in a way. Does he? Yes, but in a sense, Kid Flash kind of is like, oh no, like gives like a sign of like, okay, that's not good. So once again, maybe Kid Flash didn't tell the whole side of it, or maybe he just doesn't know, or maybe that's the means of how it starts. But it ended kind of on a looming sad note, like, oh boy, but this episode was good. The Fix was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it, but still, it was kind of on a sad note. I was glad to see Dick Nightwing actually reveal that Artemis isn't dead. And Aqualad's not a bad guy. He's not bad. Things like that. But still, as we all know, there are ramifications for keeping your team a team in the dark. And we saw that in this episode. But other than that, it was good. Next week, episode 40 will be called The Runaways. Not sure what that is. Probably has something to do with, we'll see more of Virgil. Static, probably doing his thing. But other than that, that's all I can tell you. It's called The Runaways. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Mumford and Kid. I will see you guys next week with my recap slash review on that episode. And as always, you guys take care and peace.